Hey guys, C.justise here, bringing you a new power scaling video. This time we're going to be going over Eliza from Skarpworld. But before we get into anything further, obviously spoiler warnings ahead for later chapters, that being mostly chapter 10, because that's where just most of Eliza's feats are just all gonna be stifling from, and there's pretty much no avoiding it. So, getting straight ahead into it, getting Eliza's height, I actually did get help, or at least get some outside help to at least find out that, you know, her height's at least 1 meter and like 75 inches, and actually putting this into pixel measurements, I pretty much killed two birds with one stone, and pretty much got Skarpworld's height in the same way. Getting at about like 1 meter, 61 inches, definitely be important later, but pretty much getting into her speed, she pretty much was like, say, using like the staying distance. I pretty much got the distance he was pretty much at from this laser, pretty much being about 0.65 meters. Which I also got off of here, pretty much pixel measuring even the can itself and even the laser right before it fired. And getting the laser and pretty much like, say, the distance Eliza went pretty much right before it fired, I pretty much got her speed to be about at least 4.8 times faster than light off of that dodge. Pretty much makes her like very fucking fast. It's already off the bat. But now getting into like her AP, I had to do some very extensive as pixel measurements off of Skarpworld's height to get like the measurements back then from on that can. And getting measurements on that can, I got it to about, getting the top height to about 1 meter 46 inches, width about 0.86 meters, and getting the final volume to be about 0.84 meters squared. I also used at least like the most common titanium alloy, getting its final weight to about 3.7 tons. Also subtracting out for at least 60% hollowness, since, you know, the can is pretty much like hollow, but it only shredded by at least, you know, 1.49 tons, which, you know, even though that still makes it at least heavier than like a straight up just car. Or this can's still a hefty ass son of a bitch, despite all that hollowness that's on the inside. But getting into speed, this thing's top speed, I definitely need like at least some type of context. Now, in this, Unti pretty much like explains how there is like a specific part of like a certain solar system that starts bugging out when around like technology and shit. So the only guess I could pretty much get out of this is that they're at least somewhere at this point in like the Proxima Centauri distance, or at least 4.3 light years, which, you know, that's pretty far, but the amount of time it at least took them to at least potentially get to Earth, even though this can pretty much did get damaged, was at least straight up a total of about 1.6 years, at least making its speed in at least a damaged state at bare minimum at least 2.6 times faster than light, which, adding that into like the kinetic energy, got it to about 116.47 gigatons of TNT, or at least large island level worth of damage that Eliza just casually tanks getting hit by at full force. Now getting into like her powers and abilities, Eliza pretty much has like I guess you would say the belt equivalent of chain manipulation, but with belts, where she's able to, you know, bind, also be able to manipulate cloth. She also just make a whole ass disguise for herself out of it. She also has this ability known as the Ultimate Gem Art, Davy Jones' Locker, which she can pretty much use to just straight up seal you within a locker. She can also drain the energy out of you, and her pretty much getting enough X energy can pretty much result in like her getting amped into this X energy state. And in this X energy state, she's also able to make magic constructs. I'm just gonna call it magic constructs. And definitely nothing else. And she's definitely able to fire massive magical loads out of it. She can also make magical barriers that power null magic. She can also straight up dispel magic, hit with these shots. So the blast probably might have like some non-physical interaction to her. But getting into equipment, pretty much like I mentioned before, like the last video, she does have this straight up milk that's very fucking dangerous to use, because not only is it an aphrodisiac that straight up just corrupts your mind, it also just straight up is able to just turn you into ash. And I mean ash, I mean like you are straight up just complete utter ash. No bones, no brains, no guts. I don't know how the fuck you're gonna be even alive after that. But in my conclusion, Eliza is definitely a very dangerous individual to pretty much fight against in a versus match, given with how much versatility she already has, like already out the bat. If I could pretty much give like my final thoughts, yeah, if you guys like the video, be sure to leave a like. If you guys want to see probably more Skarpworld characters get power scaled, be sure to let me know in the comment section. But yeah, I'll see you guys next time.